Hello, I'm Lisa Jagona, and thank you so much for joining me again. I want to open with a quote. One of the greatest problems in history is that the concepts of love and power have usually been contrasted as polar opposites. Love identified with a resignation of power, and power with a denial of love. That's by Martin Luther King Jr. And in honor of Dr. King's birthday, in this episode, I want to offer a reflection on power. Please join me. Now, before I jump in, I want to ask, did you find 10 minutes to do the reflection exercise offered in the previous episode? Check it out. Now, power is something that we don't often talk about. It seems to me that our understanding of power is distorted and limited. And it's because of these distortions in our understanding of power that allow power to be used to exploit, extract, and manipulate for personal profit. Our personal and collective experience with exploitive power makes us feel that power is evil. But, as I said in the previous video, power, like electricity, it simply is. Nelson Mandela, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Bell Hooks, Cindy Portier, Martin Luther King, and other change makers in history may not have had all the cloaks of power that we often think about, but without question, they were more powerful than many wealthy people in their generations. These are people that demonstrate that power does not need to be used for evil. Power, like money, is agnostic. It's the person, the people wielding the power, and the decisions that they make about how that power is going to be used that results in our pronouncement whether a thing is good or bad. While our society elevates certain mantles of power like wealth and position and authority, I argue that many of these are simply distractions from the most powerful source of power that's available to all of us. They are distractions because when we do not possess these things and feel like we do not have access to them, we end up feeling helpless and hopeless. And in our hopelessness, we lose. When we feel hopeless, we cannot conjure up the energy to do the things that are within our control. We give up and we give in. And by so doing, we allow those who are pursuing power for personal benefit to have free reign. We are hopeless when we do not even submit that application for some opportunity. When we feel powerless to do anything to improve our relationships, when we do not negotiate for a salary, when we don't believe that we can find a way to improve our financial situation, when we don't vote, when we don't speak up to say, this isn't working for me, and perhaps the most insidious one of all, when we say and feel that we don't have time. In these situations, we are forfeiting our personal power by not owning the thing that is within our control. Martin Luther King Jr. believed in, practiced, and spoke about personal power. He said, put yourself in the state of mind where you say to yourself, here is an opportunity for me to celebrate like never before my own power, my ability to get myself to do what is necessary. Unlike the external mantles of power, personal power is very much about your relationship with yourself. It speaks to how you value yourself, how you affirm your very existence, and who you believe yourself to be and capable of being. These are things that emanate from within, and no one can take that from you. I talk about power because I believe the world benefits when more people recognize and claim ownership of their power to express and share their skills, talents, and stories. And in the episode, What is Personal Power and How to Own It, I offered you a thought exercise to help you start taking ownership of your personal power. Now, if you haven't done the exercise, I want to challenge you to use your personal power to find those 10 minutes in each day to sit in silent reflection, to identify your purpose and your values. Because the more aware and in tune you are with the power that lies within, the more you can use it to shape your reality. Check out the previous episode for the prompts. And I invite you to share your insights and reflections in the comments as you do the exercises. In the video description, I'm going to share another video resource by Eric Liu, who explores the external sources of power more in depth. I think it's a really great analysis of power on an external level. And if you know anyone that could benefit from stepping into their full power, please pass this along. And as always, thank you so much in solidarity.